Today is a laid-back Wednesday at the Echo Backyard Farm. So when everything is going well, it's an opportunity for us here to observe the plants, see if there are problems with their growth, to see if there are insects that are attacking our plants. Actually, when it comes to ecological farming, it's always good for people who are engaged with it to document everything that they experience. So in the future, when they encounter those things again, they're well informed of what to do. So because when you do documentation, you have time to research. When you do research, you discover more things, how to solve if there are problems at your farm. We're now here at the part of the Echo Backyard Farm where we have our hot peppers. You can see here one of our jalapenos already having a small bulb of fruit. Actually, all of the plants are already developing a lot of flowers, and they're developing bulbs already after the flowers have been pollinated by the bees that we have here. But as the plants are growing, we've noticed that there's like a bit of deformities on their leaves. That's why Papa now is going to take pictures of it.
Yeah, because I suspect that this is a little leaf disease caused by leaf hoppers. So I'll make a picture. We'll make some pictures. I'll try to find out.
Because it's the first time we've planted jalapenos here at our farm. So it's always better when you encounter. Actually, it's always the best. The best thing that you should do when you encounter these things is not to just consider the plants as having a lot of fruits or flowers, because even though if it doesn't really affect that much the plant, we do not really know if this kind of abnormality with the leaves can affect our other crops. So it's always better to do research, even though if you're doing it for a This is one of the tomatoes that really suffered here, because when we transplanted it to the plant beds, the birds started to yeah, you can see here, chop off with their beaks the branches. This tomato experienced a bird chopping off its growth point. So you can see here that the leaves are also curling up or suffering from that event. So Papa is also taking a picture of it because when we take a high resolution pictures of the things that we experience here at the farm, especially with the leaves, the roots, the stems, when you put it on the computer, you can enlarge it to a point that you can see things that cannot be seen by your naked eye, because you can magnify it. Yeah, the wonders of technology. So we're going to do a bit of research with this as well, and in the following episodes with you what we found out.
If we found out something.
Oh yeah, if we find out something. Or maybe it's just, yeah.
Well, I would not be surprised if it has to do with the birds picking on it, because there was nothing much left of this plant.
Yeah.
So we just left it there in the hope that it would develop, but it seems to be very hard up. So what we will do is we'll take this out, because otherwise it might affect the other plants.
We're not sure yet if it's a disease or just
Well,
the handiwork of birds. They can look nice, but mind you, birds can really be very what's the perfect word to
Destructive.
describe? Destructive.
oh, but they're also a help. Don't you keep the birds around also. It's nice to keep the birds around. Don't they catch insects that are harmful, but it just protect your plants against their activities.
Yep. I think it's advisable to put scarecrows or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So, the red beans, actually all of the 5 beans that I planted are already up, except for this one. It's still trying to get out of the soil. So we've noticed red beans are going to be massive when it comes to their plants and their fruits. You can see here it's really massive, it's really fat. So we're not yet sure how the pods will develop or how the fruits would look like. So let's give them a few weeks to grow bigger. And you can see here all the white cucumbers are doing well. We have 100% growth. So every seed that I planted sprouted. And here, where did I see that one of the patolas are already or is already, yeah, here. One of the patolas that I planted is already sprouting. So they take a longer time to sprout considered or compared to the red beans and the white cucumber. We are here where our former waiting pile was before, and we are hunting for compost worms, African night crawlers, so we can put them in our compost pile.
Yeah, marami.
These are our friends. They may look icky, but they help a big deal when it comes to compost making. They're the ones that make the composition really fast
And rich.
Yeah, rich with their excrements. Yep. Still one here. Ayun pa. Oh, this, I think this is a big one. It's like stuck. Yep.
Even if they are cut into two, they have the ability to grow back the other side. At
So,
least one side
here,
can grow back.
this one is cut, but it's still alive and it's going to grow again the other end.
Wait.
Here's the other end. Put it there.
Yeah, you have me.
So we have been wondering where our friends are for the past few months, because we need to, because last summer it was really hot.
And the dogs.
And the dogs destroyed. Bavi and Wolfie destroyed actually practically everything.
Also our compost or waiting pile, or the place where they have our waiting pile.
Actually, there are a lot of worms here. So we will be continuing harvesting or relocating our friends to where they are needed.
Hi, we are here with our pineapple plants, and this midday I feel like eating pineapple, and luckily, look, we have here a yellow one already ready to peel to be eaten this midday. Here, this is naturally grown. It became yellow by itself, so we have to wait a few times, and I tell you, they're really very sweet. And would you notice this one here? These ones that are coming up, this will become our seedlings. We will let it grow a little bit bigger, and then we will transfer that. We will remove that one from the plant itself, and then we will transplant that one to another place. This will be a nice one for this midday. See you.
You can see here one of our good friends. Actually, it's a lizard. We call it here in the Philippines bubuli.